In terms of whether the mosque meets all the zoning requirements, as the lawyers just said, it does not. It was turned down on 9 points by the zoning commission under the special permit laws. He points to parking and says they meet all the parking requirements. If I have a private company and I want to have off-site parking, that is parking somewhere not on my property, it has to be within 600 feet and I need a 25-year lease. This deal, they have a letter from a church that's a half a mile away with no lease whatsoever. So they're getting something nobody else would get. They're in violation of the regulations. Traffic, he points to his traffic study. There are other traffic studies that show this will be a burden. And in fact, there's evidence that their traffic study should be invalidated because they jimmied the numbers by not driving in the area at the time the study was done. You've heard about the damages, the $6 million. Well, that's only if they win the case. That is discretionary with a judge. We have not spent $6 million. I can't imagine how even a New York law firm who brings 2 partners up to listen to a public hearing could spend $6 million in the short time this case has been around. There's no guarantee that a federal court is going to award them $6 million even if they win. There's very good likelihood the court's going to say, New York rates don't apply, you have to bill the same as Connecticut lawyers, and the number would be much lower. The point made both by Stonegate's lawyer and by the lawyer for the applicant is, if you don't settle, the other bad thing that's going to happen is we're going to build the original plan. Think about that. The bad thing that's going to happen is we're going to build the original plan that they're telling you was a fair and reasonable plan. That's the extortion they're using. We're going to build the original plan. That's so bad, you better take this settlement. That doesn't make any sense at all. They claim they're not seeking special treatment, but we heard it the other night. The city's own expert counsel in this area of law said, in point of fact, the effect of this application under this federal law is to give special preference to this group. The zoning commission was charged that they needed to give special benefits. Well, special benefits to a religious organization violate the First Amendment of the United States. Government cannot do that. The last and the most important point. I'm a lawyer by trade, and some of these people are businessmen. I have never heard of, let's concede the case. Let's sign a settlement agreement that gives away all of our rights forever on this property. This property will be under federal court rule forever. Sign that agreement, and then we'll go look for compromise. I sincerely want a settlement. If this use was smaller, it would be fine on this site. Let's find another site. I have not heard anybody say that all the parties, including Stonegate, including the city, including the applicant, all went to the federal judge and said, we've had an epiphany. We need 6 months, Judge, to find another site. And until they tell me that a federal judge turned that very reasonable request down, I don't think it's fair to be trying to jam this settlement through on a period of less than a week when people have not had a chance to look at it. So, Mayor, Council, I would urge you either turn this down outright or at least table it for a couple of meetings and make that request through your lawyers. Can we take 6 months off from everybody wasting money on litigation, where only a New York law firm is going to make money if they win, and go find a site that lets these people have a house of worship in our town where we all can welcome them? Thank you.